we started to talk about the data networks. And we said that each network contains some components and devices which are connected together. This network can be very simple, such as a small group of computers that share the information, and can be very large and complex. And we said that the main purpose of these networks is sharing the information and resources between some computers. So the data that we produce in source, we transmit between the components of a network, inside of a network. So we said that we have generally some different types of network. Personal area network, PAN, local area network, LAN, metropolitan area network, MAN, and wide area network, WAN, the end internetworking. Let's talk about these different types of network. I want to give you some information as introduction to the computer networks. Okay, the first one is personal area network. Your computer or a person's computer and his or her smartphone, printers, I don't know, the mouse, all of the other digital devices that can be connected to the personal computer make a network which is called personal area network. Actually, PAN can be used for establishing communication between these personal devices. You can transmit and send the information and data from your smartphone to your computer, and vice versa. From your computer to you can send a command, you can print your file. It means that you send the data from your computer to your printer. This small network that you make in your home is called personal area network, PAN. The second network is local area network. LAN is a group of computer and external devices that are connected in a limited area, such as a school, laboratory, office building, and so on. Suppose that in a school, some different computers from different departments and faculties that are connected together to share information and resources between them. It means that they make a network inside of a school, inside of an office building. This type of network is called LAN, local area network. What is the purpose of this network? Sharing resources like files, printers, other applications, and also it can be a game. When you are playing a game in different places that you are connected via internet with together to play a game, you make a local area network. The third one is metropolitan area network. This type of network is consisting of a computer network across an entire city or a college campus or a small region of a country. Some LANs and some PANs can connect together to make a metropolitan area network. Actually, MAN is bigger than LAN. Inside of a MAN, you can have the LAN and also PAN. The largest type of the network is wide area network. This wide area network can cover country, continent, whole world that are connected all of the MANs, LANs, PANs with together in a country, in a continent, in all of the world. Internet connection is an example of wide area network. Internet is a kind of WAN. All of the devices, digital devices, are connected with together in the world, in a country, in a continent, to share information with together and transmit data from one place to the another place via internet, which means that via one wide area network. So we have PAN, LAN, MAN, WAN. Okay, what is the internetworking? Actually, an interconnection between the public, private, commercial, industrial, computer network is called internetworking. Interconnection between the computers inside of a government, inside of an industry, inside of a faculty, inside of a factory. This network can be public, can be private, generally called internetworking. So we have three types of internetworking. The first one is extranet, the second one is intranet, and the third one is internet. So as intranet, we can say that intranet is a private network base that based on internet protocol use the internet protocol as transmission control protocol and internet protocol. I will talk about these protocols today. The intranet belongs the organization which is only accessible by the employees. Only the members of this type of network can obtain and reach to the and get the information of network. Look at here, this is called intranet. Only the employees of an office can get the information. And the main purpose of this intranet is sharing the information and resources among the employees. Suppose that inside of a university, only the employees, students, and professors of that university can get the information inside of the computers of university. And I can use from a computer and send the files as a professor of the university only inside of the university. I can send the file only from our department to the another department, from our faculty to the other faculty. And the other person that are not employees, are not students, are not professors of our university cannot reach to this information. This kind of network is called intranet. Actually, LAN is a kind of intranet, because when we make a LAN network, local area network, only the computers and persons that included to this network can share the information between them. So external devices cannot include it inside of the intranet. So what is the extranet? In the extranet, the access is restricted to only the users that have login, that have username and password. If I have the username and password of a network, I can enter to this network from my home, from my office, from all of the other places to the network. This network can be MAN. This network can be WAN. Suppose that you want to actually log into the Facebook. If you don't have any account, you cannot enter inside. You cannot share the information. You cannot see the information inside of the Facebook page. You need to have login credential. You need to have username and password to be included as extranet member. So an extranet cannot have a single LAN, because we said that we need to at least one connection from the external network. And you can see here extranet, intranet, and the third one, the wider and bigger network, is internet. In the internet, without having any login, without having any username, password, you can use from this network. Without having any username and password, you can use from YouTube. You can use from the Wikipedia. You can use from all of the other websites information that are not extranet. This is called internet. So in the networking, we have intranet, extranet, and also internet. Okay. Now we learned about the different types of network. So physically, these networks have topologies. What is the topology? Topology is map of a network. actually we need to determine the place of actually computers, printers, workstations, and all of the other components of a network. When we want to design a network, for example, when we want to design a LAN, when we want to design a MAN, we need to describe the layout of the cables. We need to determine the location of the computers, printers. This is the map of a network, which is called topology. Now, the network has some common topologies. Here, we will learn about the 4 different types of topologies of networks. The first one is bus topology, star topology, ring topology, and mesh topology. Let's look at them. The first one is bus topology. As you see here in this figure, in a bus topology, all computers and devices are connected to a single continuous cable, which is called bus. All computers, all devices connected via a continuous cable, single continuous cable, which is called bus. And the simplest way to create a physical network is bus topology. The computers and all of the other devices are attached to the bus with wiretaps. These are the wiretaps. This is the simplest actually topology of networks. Now, this kind of topology has some advantages and disadvantages. Now, here I want to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of bus topology. As you see, for advantages of this kind of topology, we can say that bus topology is simple to install. We have only one bus that other computers and devices are connected to this bus. And also, this kind of topology is inexpensive and also use less cable than other topologies. Cabling is so important because we will face with the so many faults and error if we have more cable. As advantages of bus topology, we can say that bus topology uses less cable than other topologies. But as disadvantages, we can say that it is difficult to move and change. Changing and moving the place of the bus topology network is so difficult and also has little fault tolerance. It means that a single fault, khata, a single fault can bring down the entire network. The second one is star topology. In the star topology, as you can see here, each computer is connected to a central point by a separate cables or wireless connection. The central point here is called hub or switch. In a star topology, at the central point we have a hub or switch, then all of the other devices is connected via the switch and hub in a network. So we need to use more cable than a bus topology at the star topology. As you see here, we need to use more cable. And a star topology is much more fault tolerant than the bus topology. If a failure occurs along one of the cable, only that portion, that section, this section of network is affected, not the entire network. In the bus topology, if we have one fault, the network can be breakdown. But here, if we have one fault at this cable, only this section is affected. Again, as advantages and disadvantages of a star topology, we can say that the advantages of this topology is new station can be added easily and quickly. It means that I can add one another computer to my network using the hub. If we have the empty place at the ports of hub, I can add another devices to my network. A single cable failure won't bring down the entire network. We said that. And also, it is easy to troubleshoot. As disadvantages of star topologies, we can say that total installation cost can be higher. Why it is higher? Why it is expensive? Because the larger number of cables we need to use at this type of topology. Larger number of cables we need to use. And it has a single point of failure. A hub or switch and other central devices are at the center point of the failure. The third one is ring topology. In ring topology, each computer is connected directly to two other computers. Look at here, suppose that this computer is directly connected to these two computers. This one is first one, this one is second one. Each computer connected directly to two computers. Data moves down a one-way path from one computer to another. It means that if I want to transmit information from this computer to this computer, I need to send via these paths to this computer. As advantages and disadvantages, actually this type of topology has few advantages and has many disadvantages. As advantages, we can see that this is easy to troubleshoot. But as disadvantages, we can say that this type of topology is expensive. Again, because the multiple cables are needed for each workstation. The ring topology is difficult to reconfigure because the configuring the network is so important for us, and also no fault tolerance. Again, a single cable fault can bring down the entire network. A single fault can bring down the entire network. The last type of topology is mesh topology. At mesh topology, each computer can be connected to the all of the or some of the computers and devices. This is called also the hybrid, because other types of topology might be mixed in this mesh topology. Each computer and component is connected to the all of the other computer directly, not via a bus, not via a hub or switch, not via the another one computer, directly connected each computer to the other computer. So it means that the mesh topology can become complex, and wiring and connections increase exponentially. So we can say that if we have n station, or example, if we have n computers, we will have n times n minus 1 divided by 2 connections. For example, if we have 4 computers, we have 4 times 4 minus 1 divided by 2. It means that we have 6 connections between these 4 computers. So generally, mesh topology is rarely used, only used in the WAN environments. We said that because this type of topology is also complex, expensive. We need to use a large number of wiring and cabling and so on.